Good morning everyone. It's been a couple of weeks since the last update. I'm loaded up, I'm ready to go. I'm off to Donington down south. So I'm off to Donington Circuit, but it's for something different this time. So you've seen me do a lot of car stuff. You've seen me even do some of the sort of nightclubby stuff as well, which has been really good fun. It's been great sharing that with you. This is the first time I'm going to be doing bikes. This is the British Superbike Championship and it's round 1 at Donington Park. I plan on getting there in time for all of the practices today of the Superbike series and sharing with you some of, well, what is my first time doing it, and hopefully you'll enjoy checking out how different it is and how different the paddock is and how different the spectators are and everything, and hopefully we can capture some of that. I will catch up with you guys at Donington. And just arrived at a very, very sunny Donington. I don't know about you guys, but I always find these really long, empty corridors and hotels really creepy, but like poltergeist, you know? Day 2 of British Superbikes. Today it is the qualifying for pretty much every race that I'm covering. I think there's 3 or 4 races in total that I am capturing over the weekend. So this should be pretty cool. Should get most of the stuff I need today. I will try and capture as much of that as the day goes on. So bear with me and I'll share what I can. That's Saturday done. Qualifying ended a bit earlier. Well, qualifying didn't happen for the main event for the Superbikes because there was a pretty bad accident in the Ducati race, which sucks. So I think 8 riders came off, which is pretty bad. But yeah, it's been a good day. I mean, it's super sunny now. It wasn't like this all day, but it is absolutely lovely to finish off a day like this. So I'm heading out to the hotel. I'm gonna crack on with my work. It's been good though. I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. Like, spend a lot of time in the garages, around the riders, getting used to what their habits are and what they do and what the teams actually do. It's been pretty good. Right, I'm gonna load up in the car and I'll catch you guys back at the hotel. Hey everyone, didn't quite go to plan. I had all the intentions in the world to vlog my my first experience doing British Superbikes, and I kind of did, but then because it was my first time, and I hope you got that in the bits I introduced to you anyway, is it was my first time shooting that. It was my first time experiencing British Superbikes up close and getting used to the riders, getting used to how things go. The teams are amazing, the riders are amazing, the photographers are awesome. Like, everyone was really, really lovely and it was fantastic, but I was concentrating and I was doing everything I could to get my job done. Now, when I started these vlogs, I said to everyone that I was going to do them as long as they didn't interfere with my work, and that one was interfering with my work. It was distracting me. It was, oh, what can I do to film for the vlog? And it shouldn't be about that. Like, it was not a nuisance, not by any means. Like, I love sharing this stuff with you. I love being able to show you what I'm doing, but it just wasn't quite right. Like, I needed to experience it firsthand. I needed to know what I was walking into for the next time, and hopefully that means that next time it will be a lot more fluid, it'll be a lot better, and I can actually share with you stuff and give you tours of the garages, show you the bikes up close and personal. But for now, I just need to concentrate. So huge apology to you all. I know you've clicked on this thinking, yeah, Dan's gone to do Superbikes and it's gonna be cool, but this one was a fail. It was an epic fail, vlogging side of things. Work-wise, it was cool. So without sort of saying, that's it, till next time, I want to show you the pictures anyway. I'm going to run through some pictures now and talk you through it. Right, so first off, bikes is very different to cars. Yeah, surprise, surprise. It is very, very different in the way you shoot them, the way, even in static, and the way you shoot them when they're in action. But it was really cool to have a good tour of the garages. The Yamaha factory team was pretty amazing. Great to get up and close and personal with the bikes themselves. Meet the riders, and the guys, I mean, they're insane. Bike riders are insane. I spent a lot of time in the paddock. I was getting myself familiar with the riders, getting myself familiar with the bikes. I was then able to sort of shoot a couple of practice sessions. So the ones you're seeing at the moment, these shots were sort of me trying to get familiar with the bikes, trying to get familiar with the teams. So again, this is another thing that was new to me, is having to shoot sort of multiple teams because they're all represented in some way. So that was very interesting, and it made my job quite dynamic, moving around and so on. So this was cool. I mean, this is insane. These are all the tyres for the weekend's racing. Like, I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, I know I've worked in drifting and you expect to see a garage full of tyres, but the bikes, I didn't expect that. That was really cool. Stripped down, and then you got, from what I could tell, and there'll probably be people watching this that, well, most people watching this will know a lot more about Superbikes than me, but there's like a dedicated team per bike, which is very cool. So you can see the guys who look after the bikes for the certain particular riders. Moving on, we've got a few actiony shots coming up, I think, as we get out of the paddock stuff. But you can kind of see the atmosphere that I was trying to, you know, capture, the race atmosphere. I mean, the last time I kind of worked in a paddock as dynamic as this, as fluid as this, was when I did the BTCC. This felt very similar to that, and that was, you know, it's exciting. It's an exciting place to be. But this is pretty much all across the weekend, from Friday till Sunday, just shots here and there of the riders and their bikes, a couple of branding shots. Now the crowd came out, the sun, I mean, it was stunning. You can see Donington was beautiful, and it was well worth the visit, like, for everyone. It was fantastic. The crowd was great. I mean, these guys, this is a signing session happening at the moment, and it's just so cool to see the interaction between the riders. Now out on the grid, a lot of the guys getting geared up, getting interviewed, last minute interviews, mechanics doing last minute touches. It was very, very exciting. Now, one of the things I liked is after every race, the riders sit down and they go over lap times, they go over data, they're there checking out how it's been, how it's gone, and that's very, very cool. Like, you know, it's proper racing. Let's see if we can get down to some action stuff. Right now, some of these are from practice, so some of them are gonna look a bit empty, so to speak, but some of these are from practice sessions throughout the weekend. This is just sort of showcasing me learning, really. These are my first few bike shots I've ever done, and it was fantastic to do something different. It was really cool to be able to capture this and be sent on sort of this kind of assignment. Now, I don't ride a bike, I'll be honest. You're probably thinking, why the hell was he there? What was he doing? No, I don't ride a bike. So again, I'm learning how they ride. I'm learning how they lean. I'm learning how, when they hunker into position, when they're in race mode, you know, how they ride when they're practicing, how they use their bodies to air brake, like all that kind of stuff I was having to learn on the go. And this might sound crazy to you, but you know, that's just how it is. You know, starting a new project, this is what happens when you get given a new assignment and you have to adapt and learn. But it was great fun. I really, really, really enjoyed it. We got a couple of them powering out of the corner, which I really, really liked. You know, the way they lift up the front wheel, like, again, this is probably all technical terms that I'm not using right, but it was great to see. You know, the riders themselves, it was fantastic. Like, really, really buzzing from it. Now, the rain came down on the Saturday. During the practice sessions. You can see there's a lot of spray coming off the back of the bike, and I mean, there you go, you can kind of see it coming off the back seat there. I mean, it was brutal, and these guys were still getting in there. In fact, no, it wasn't even practicing, it was qualifying. So this is their qualifying in the rain. Now, I did hear that something pretty terrible happened on that Saturday, which is very unfortunate, and I believe a man lost his life during one of the Ducati championship races, and it was really sad. And I gotta say, in all my years of motorsport photography, I haven't seen that many people have really bad crashes, let alone die. So it was, you know, it's upsetting when you hear of that happening. It's the nature of motorsport, it's dangerous. But moving on, more positive. I mean, the guys were all riding and everyone was going for it and giving it their all, and that's, you know, it's incredible to see them put the dedication and put their lives on the line to do this. It was really good. But I think that might be all the action stuff. Moving forwards, it's kind of the end. This was on race day, on the Sunday. Getting a few shots of all the riders getting ready, getting geared up. As you can see, like, I love the stairs and stuff on the line. You know, like, deep in thought. It's super cool. Right, the last few bits, the races, the actual races themselves, and then yeah, Leon Haslam winning, doing a wheelie down the pit straight. Very, very cool. But that's it, really. I mean, that is everything. I hope that I've kind of done them justice. The guys deserve to have good photos, and fingers crossed that's what I've been able to deliver. And yeah, there you go. So that was my first experience at British Superbikes. So huge sorry again for not having enough of the actual action itself, for not showing you exactly what was happening. I can only apologize, and I look forward though, now that I've experienced it, I look forward to sharing with you everything the next time, you know, to actually showing you what it was about, hopefully sharing you a little bit more about it. So as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. It's really cool to be able to share these with you. And like I've always said, if no one watches them, it's still a diary for me. And I'll remember this one as a fail. But thank you very much to everyone for watching. I look forward to sharing with you the next adventure. If you could throw me a like, that would be amazing. Please feel free to write me a comment about anything and I will reply within reason, actually. Yeah, within reason, I'll reply and subscribe. That would be amazing. Thank you to everyone for watching. Speak to you next time.